That was kind of the game plan, that, and try to keep the ball away from Evans as much as we could, because he's very good with it.
Overall, the ball movement as good as it has been at any time this season?
They're playing zone. We're just passing it around. Hard not to pass it around when they're playing zone. We need to be able to do a better job of making looks, and we didn't shoot the ball very well, but our offensive rebounding carried us like it normally does when people play zone.
What's the long-term on Daxter?
I'd be the most shocked person in the world if he didn't practice tomorrow.
So is today just more precautionary then?
I've never played a guy that didn't practice, ever. So it's not fair to the other guys.
Coach, what does it say about the depth of this team that you can bench a starter like Dax and then
I didn't bench him; he was hurt.
that you didn't play him, and then you have a guy like
Please
Jason?
don't write that, because that's not even close to being true. He wasn't benched. He just didn't practice. He had a sprained ankle. Well, Tavon's been getting better. It's nice to have the luxury of having a guy like Nate who I can play at 3. I can play him at 4. He gives us some versatility with that. I mean, particularly made a shot today, and he's going to start making some shots, which will really make it a lot better, and it gives us size on the perimeter. He and Issa give us good size when we play those two guys at 3.
Just 10 turnovers for you guys today. You've been obviously emphasizing that. What did you think of that aspect?
Well, that's what we're shooting for. We'd like to be 10 or less. That's kind of what we've kind of been in that range, and we've always been ranked very high nationally in assist to turnover ratio. So that's been a problem for us. We've turned it over too much.
So why less today? Was there something
A
they
lot
did?
a lot of it was they played zone. I mean, unless you just really force things, it's hard to turn it. Shouldn't turn it over much against the zone. Although we have, don't get me wrong, we found ways, but shouldn't be the case.
What did you see out of Jay Sean first start of the year, I guess, as opposed to his role that he's got used to coming off the bench? How do you think he did out there? I mean, he didn't shoot well, obviously.
He didn't shoot it in there as well. I don't know if he was as active. I think he feels a little more comfortable. Now he's come off the bench for so long, I think he's a lot more comfortable doing that. And that other group needs him. Tariq got in foul trouble, and he's the other guy on that group that's been scoring the ball. So.
What can you say about the big guys?
No, I mean, we emphasize rebounding, but you can emphasize it all you want to emphasize it, and if you don't have guys who go get it, then all that emphasizing doesn't do a whole lot of good. It's got to be a habit, and Brandon's not rebounded as well as he's capable of rebounding just because of reps, with the knee and everything. We've got to get Issa to rebound it better. If we can get Issa to rebound it better, then I think we can really be a good offensive rebounding team. Devin's going to rebound it, and John's going to rebound it. And Nate's really active. Elijah's getting better. He went and got a couple today pretty good.
What did you think of Bolton? Key that he only had 1 foul, was that huge for him?
Yeah, particularly as many as there was called, for John only to get 1. It's pretty good. He did a better job with his angles. If you noticed, he wasn't running up and bumping people and doing the things he was doing before.
For him just to be active, I mean, obviously, and be on the court, how important is that for you?
Well, he was backing up. He was backing up trying to sit in front of the guards and help the guards, deny the ball in bounds, and then they're throwing the ball over top of us because he didn't have any pressure on it. And You go back and look at the film, he had his hands down, and he was more trying to help the guards deny, and in the meantime, they're running people deep and throwing the ball long, in which they never were able to do any other time. And when they tried to throw it long today, I think we got it just about every time except for Brandon. Brandon's just, kind of a half a step behind right now. But that's all because John makes them throw it. There's a lot more air under it.
Sorry if I missed this, but Dax's situation moving forward, is it a situation if he practices he'll play, or what's your outlook?
Sprained his ankle. I've never played a guy who didn't practice. So I'm not going to start now after 30-some years. It's not fair.
If he can get out there in the next couple of days, is he going to have a chance to play against Kansas? Or?
I've had guys spend nights in the training room. Deshaun's done that. Alexander's done that. I've had a whole bunch of guys at Cincinnati do that. It's your responsibility to get well. I mean, it's a shame you get hurt, but your responsibility is to get well and continue to help your teammates. That's what team is. So the more time Dax spends trying to get well, and the sooner he gets out there, certainly the sooner he'll get back to playing.
Coach, people always kind of look at
Justin, how are you back there?
teams. People always kind of look at like how many turnovers you guys forced to see if it was like a good game for you guys. But when you limit how many shots the other team gets, isn't that almost as important, or maybe more important, than how many turnovers you force?
Well, I've said this before. A year ago, when we first started doing this, I'd go in and look and say people would be shooting 51% from the field, and I was like ready to lose my mind because that never happened before. But then you turn and you look at how many more shots we got than them. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what offensive rebounding does for us. It just gives us second opportunities, and that's what the press is designed to do. We've just got to do a better job of not turning people loose. We were better today than what we've been, but we still got to get better at that.